Hello, and welcome to First Team All Vibes, your favorite sports podcast with all of the best vibes. I am Marissa. I am one of the hosts on this podcast, and I am the vibe connoisseur around here.
And I'm Anthony, and I'm the guy that knows ball.
You okay? You look a little
tired.
You're making I know. I'm like, his eyes are not open, but we are here to record, guys, okay? So don't worry. It's all right. It's all right. We are here with another NBA episode, guys. We did take a week off because it was Thanksgiving, and so, we got to give ourselves a little break. I mean, come on. It's understandable. Everyone's got to take a little break sometimes, but we will not take any more breaks from here on out. At least I'm saying we won't. Allegedly.
I can't guarantee that.
Allegedly. I'll show up if he doesn't. Okay, I'll give you something at least. I'll give you some crumbs, if you will. But we are back, and the NBA is rolling. So we are going to discuss it. What's been going on? What are the latest trends? We're going to go through it all. Let's start with the West, shall we? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, the more entertaining conference. But, maybe that's not the case, and we'll get into that later. So, 1 seed... The Crickets, shockingly, the Thunder are still the 1 seed. No one is surprised. J-Dub is back, which is just great for everyone else. And their defense somehow looks even better, as if that was even possible. So that's not great. However, one thing about OKC lately, if you've been noticing, they've actually started playing good teams. They're finally playing above 500 teams because they hadn't really been for like a long time. And they are having some really close games. Now, They are winning them. They are winning them, but they've been in close games. The Suns almost beat them the other day. The Wolves almost beat them. Like, they've been playing some close games, but Shea, I have to say, has been coming in the clutch. And he's been hitting some threes. They've been making some plays that, they've been coming out on top in those final minutes. But I do think that it's telling that they've been competitive with these teams, which you could argue are not even the best teams in the West.
Yeah.
So I think that just shows again that it's like, okay, they're beatable, I think it's like easy to say, like, what is their record right now? Something insane. 20-1. That is ridiculous.
Fucking bitches.
I mean, I think I saw that they're on pace for like a 73 win season right now, which is just diabolical. Like, everyone's like, are they going to beat the Warriors record? It's possible, but all it takes is one Shea sprained ankle to set them back a few games.
I think teams just need to play harder.
I agree. And I don't know. I don't know. I know that they are the best team. There's zero doubt. And I know that they are in a tier above. But I just don't think that they are unbeatable. I don't.
I just think they should kill themselves.
I know. They're hot. It's tough because, I'm not the biggest OKC fan. But I have to give it to them. But they do, like I said, they are going to start playing tougher teams.
I made this drawing to represent how I feel about
Wow. Them. I wish we could show the audience that. I don't think it's going to focus.
It's a
you just ruined the focus.
And
yeah.
It says
equals OKC. Yeah, they're tough. I just think that they're tough to watch. I don't know. I've always said that they're a tough watch for me. Not even just because I don't like them, because I can watch teams that are not my team and enjoy it. But they're just always a tough watch for me. I saw the other day that Shea finally got called for a push-off. And people were all joking about it. They're like the ref after the game when he gets told that he's like out of the NBA.
Literally.
For calling
you can't call that. That's actually supposed to be, you're supposed to send Shea to the free throw line.
Exactly. So, we'll see. They have a tougher month coming up. They did come out of their group, obviously, in the cup. They're going to play the Suns again. And low-key, I'm like, Suns, come on. Beat them. But at the same time, I kind of don't want them to beat them because I want the Lakers to play OKC, which could happen. So we'll see. And that being said, the Lakers, the number 2 seed. Who would have thought? Every person that was like, they're going to be 7, they're going to be 8. They're the bottom tier of the Western Conference. Suck it. Okay? That's all I have to say. They have 7 wins in the row already. They play the Suns tonight. I will say we've had a slightly easy week. We haven't played like the toughest teams. But it's going to pick up in December. Like, all of December is going to be more intense. Like, we have a really tough East road trip coming up. We have 3 games in 4 days. Super casual. Against all above 500 teams. Obviously, we also came out of our group. We went 4-0 in the Cup, the Lakers. And so they're going to play the Spurs. coming up. That'll be a good game. If they win that, they'll play OKC or Suns winner. We'll see what happens. But I think this is going to be a bigger kind of challenge for them coming up. So we'll see. This is going to be a test, I feel like. Luka Doncic, still playing incredible. He was announced today. He's the Western Conference Player of the Week, averaging 37 points this week, super casual. He's still leading the league in points at 35 points a game. That's like 3 points above Shea, I think, who's number 2 at like 32 points. So yeah, super cash. Austin Reaves, my God, on an absolute tear. Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves are currently the highest scoring duo in the NBA. And I saw something of like, I was trying to find the exact stat, but I kept hearing people talk about it of like right now their rating together is like the best in history. It's like an insane stat of like their duo offensive rating is like diabolical. So crazy. Everyone's like, is this the best backcourt in the NBA? I think it's possible, honestly. If they keep up this production, like the fact that they are both scoring like 30 plus every night is actually crazy. You know? Yeah, I mean, you know, Austin Reaves, is he going to be an all-star? Is he going to be all-NBA? Those are the questions being asked at this point. So I feel like that just says something, and in my opinion, I say yes to both of those things, but we're going to see. Let's talk about LeBron. LeBron came back. LeBron is back, and we were discussing this, and we were you were unsure if LeBron was going to be willing to take a step back, but he has fully taken a step back. He is fully like the third option, if not the fourth option on some games, honestly. Like the other day, I think it was like the fifth highest scoring starter. Like he was like last in scoring. Granted, he just came back from injury. Like that could kind of even out. His
sciatica's kicking in.
Exactly. That nerve, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kicking his ass literally. But I actually like what I'm seeing from LeBron. He's playing off ball. He's playmaking. He's getting a lot of assists. Mm-hmm. To have LeBron as a third option is kind of great. Like he doesn't have to worry about carrying the offense. Like he can just let Luka and Austin cook and do his thing on the side. But same thing as I was kind of talking about in the Thunder. And like I said, they have a tougher stretch coming up. So I think this is going to be the real test. We were talking about it like in our NFL episode. Is like I do feel like the Lakers tend to be kind of a team that rises and lowers to the opponent, you know?
Yeah.
But like yesterday they played the Pelicans and they dominated the whole game, like from the jump. And so I was actually really happy to see that because I feel like normally they would have been like, hand the game to us and not tried as hard. But they like locked down on defense from opening tip. Like they were winning by 20 plus pretty much the whole game. So I'm like, you know what? That's what a good team should be doing, you know? So that's optimistic for me, and we'll see. It starts today with the Suns. See if they can keep the 2 seed, because we all know it only takes one game to fall from 2 to 7 or something insane.
Do you think LeBron loosens up Reaves and Luka to have like these great performances with some Diddy oil?
I mean, I don't know. Luka and Austin are like besties now.
They be having their own little freak-offs?
They are like the talk of the town. Everyone's loving them because of their little like camaraderie. So, I mean, they're clearly having fun. I'll leave it at that. But I would like to hope that they're not getting corrupted by LeBron.
LeBron's corrupting that asshole.
I hope they're not, because
LeBron loves them white
Austin
asses.
already had a groin injury, and we don't need another one.
Exactly. Okay, we know why he got a groin injury. He's trying to fit it in LeBron's bum.
Okay, but that's the Lakers, number 2 seed. 3 and 4, we have the Rockets. The Rockets are looking good. They're still dominating. They're looking good. They're huge. They're big. They got a good thing going. Their offense is good. Reed Shepherd is playing better. Although he is kind of like on and off. Like I saw that it was like he scored like 9 and then he had like 35 against the Warriors and then he scored like 9 again. Yeah. So, he's still kind of getting his footing under him, but I think he's having those flashes, and overall he's playing good enough for them to keep winning. And so, hey, that's great. I do feel like it's looking like both the Rockets and the Suns won the trade. So, hey, good for them. The Nuggets at number 4. They're slipping a little bit, it seems. They've been, I think, losing some games that they maybe shouldn't be losing. They lost to the Spurs and the Kings without Wemby, too. So it's like, they probably should be winning that game, in theory. But I feel like
Devin Vassell carried ass.
Well, and I feel like them not having Christian Braun. I never know how to say
Christian
his name.
Brown.
Brown, yeah.
It's spelled Braun, which pisses me off.
Yeah, I never know how to say it. Christian Brown, and I found he's a Trumpster. So
Christian Brown?
Yes.
No surprise, he went to Kansas.
So what I don't care how his name's pronounced. And Aaron Gordon, both of their injuries I think are hurting their defense a lot. And, those are two of obviously their like biggest, tools. Obviously Jokic is still dominating. He's Jokic. But he cannot carry the team by himself.
Yeah.
Like those are two major additions. And so I will be curious to see how the Nuggets do these next few weeks because those two are going to be gone still for a bit. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to slip a little bit. Is this going to affect them in the long run? I guess we're going to have to see. I mean, they lost to the Spurs. They didn't come out of their group. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of the Spurs, though, they're surviving the time without Wemby.
I wouldn't just say surviving. They're thriving.
Very similar to how the Lakers did when they were down stars. I think the Spurs are doing that same thing. They're stepping up.
Harrison Barnes, Devin Vassell, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Everybody's
He's
playing
huge.
their part.
He's come back.
Without Stephon Castle as well. I think people are forgetting that. It's not just Wemby. It's Castle as well.
Right. And Wemby's coming back soon. Is this true? You say this week.
I think it's apparently this week.
I've seen conflicting reports. I've seen that he's supposed to be reevaluated this week. Allegedly, based on their original timeline. So I don't know. I don't know if that means he's coming back this week. If that means he's coming back next week.
He comes back on Tuesday.
That's your prediction?
Yeah.
Of next week?
This week.
So tomorrow. We're recording this on Monday.
Yeah.
So
he
Tuesday.
plays tomorrow.
Okay, period. We'll see. I wonder if he'll be back to play the Lakers. That's what I want to know.
Oh, he'll at least be back to play the Lakers. We play on the 10th,
have LeBron
right?
again. So if we're fully healthy, that's fair.
We'll play on the 10th, right?
On the 10th, yeah, next Wednesday.
I don't know if we'll have Castle back.
Maybe not. But, it is what it is. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, they're still doing well. There's what, 6 seed now? 5 seed? 5 seed. So, not bad.
Remember.
And kind of rounding up the top of the West, the Wolves are coming back. They are slowly climbing their way up the standings. Ant is playing well. They were close to beating OKC. They literally almost beat them. I was honestly rooting for it. I was like, come on, please. I just want anyone to beat OKC at this point. I am a fan of whoever OKC is playing. I'm like, suddenly I'm your biggest fan. I literally turned on the Suns game. I turned on the Timberwolves game. Like, I watched the ending, like, hoping, like, please make this a successful hate watch for OKC. But unfortunately they did not. And I was like, I'm turning this off. I can't watch this. But the Wolves, they look decent, but I think they're going to stay around that. I really think they're going to be around 6 to 8. That's kind of my prediction for the Wolves. I don't think they're going to crack that top tier. I just don't think that they have quite as much going for them as the top tier teams. That's just my opinion. The Suns, shockingly, are looking pretty good. I did not think they were going to be this good. Like I said, they almost beat OKC, and that was without Jalen Green.
Spurs have lost twice to them already.
And
That's 2 of our losses.
I like the Lakers play them tonight. We're a favorite right now. I'm hoping, like, our offense is just so good that I'm hoping that we can kind of just score more than them, right? Like, that's the whole thing. But I did put here, they might be scary when Jalen Green comes back. Because Jalen Green straight up puts up 30, Like...
Well, he puts up 30, and then he puts up 9.
Oh, yes.
And then he puts up 30.
But, like, I think that he has a bit of a fire under him. That's my take, is that he has a bit of a fire under him because he got traded away, and they basically said, like, we don't believe in you, sorry. And,
Fire under him, like Comidia?
I mean, maybe. He has that, like, really old girlfriend or whatever. She's, like, 40. And
he has an old girlfriend?
She's, like, 40 years old, and he has a tattoo of her face on his back.
Why?
I know. It's kind of like, girl.
Insane.
And he's, like, young, too.
Is she, like, attractive, though?
I mean, she's pretty, but she's not, like... I mean, no shade. I'm not even...
She's not on the level where you're just like, okay, I get it why he's dating this older woman.
I mean, I could show you a picture. I'll show you after, but... it's creepier to me. It's a creepier situation to me.
How long has he known her?
I don't know. They've been together a while, but I mean, he already has a tattoo of her face on his back. So yeah.
She groomed him.
Yes, that's what it's literally.
Let's call it out.
It's giving grooming. I will say it really is. It's just giving like you're rich, you're a young athlete.
Women groom more than men. We're calling it out.
Oh,
we're addressing it.
Hot take. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't even date him, and I'm not even that old.
But Madi's a groomer.
I'm not a groomer. Stop it. He's always throwing out allegations. But anyway. The Suns, we'll see. I could see them maybe slip. They're going to be in the play-in at least, at this point. And then finally, I just want to address the Clippers again and say how disappointed I am that they will be giving OKC a freaking top pick. It's horrible. And you know what I found out? They also have a swap with them next year. So goddamn it, please get it together. Please.
When Kawhi gets suspended.
Yes.
For the entire year.
Exactly. And Kawhi scored 40 the other day. They still lost to the friggin' Mavs.
That's crazy.
To the Mavs. Like, come on, bro.
Mavs are coming back. Calling it.
No, they're not. They're not going to make
get the play in.
I don't even think they're going to make the play in. I actually don't. I think that the Suns and even the Blazers have a better chance than the Mavs
trust in
at this
Cooper.
point. I think
and Clay.
Next year, once they like retool a little bit, I think they could be better. I feel bad for Clay, actually.
And Kyrie.
I actually feel bad for all of them. I'm not going to lie. It was sad. Like, when they played the Lakers, like, Anthony Davis at the end of the game, I don't know if you saw, like, he literally was looking out into the crowd, and he looked so sad. He was just like, it was actually sad. I was like, dude, you don't deserve this. It's a sad situation, but it is what it is. Let's move on to the East. And, I put here, is the East more competitive than we imagined? Because, my God, all of these teams are kind of coming out of nowhere. And I feel like every time we talk about the East, it's like, what is going on? At the number one, we still have the Pistons. They seem like they're kind of pulling away from the pack. What is their record now? They're 16-4, which is pretty dang good. Not bad at all. Obviously, I just feel like the East does not have, like, that OKC juggernaut. And so the top seeds really are, like, very much up for grabs. But the Pistons, like, can they keep rolling? I mean, I think, we kind of already talked about this. Like, they're young. They, they have that energy in them. So I would not be surprised if they keep winning. But I guess we're going to have to see. I actually want to see them against some of the West teams now. I want to see them against some of the West teams. See how they look against those top teams to kind of see, like, are they really, like, genuinely contenders? Is this going to translate into the playoffs? I don't know. We'll see. The Knicks are finally back at number 2. They are looking good. I think that they kind of had an adjustment period because of the new coach. Like, I remember in the beginning of the season, they were all just like, it's very different. That's what they kept saying about Mike Brown. That it's just very different. And it kind of, like, I remember thinking, like, that doesn't really sound that good.
That didn't sound positive.
No, like, that does not sound like...
That didn't sound positive.
Too excited.
HIV positive.
Yeah, it didn't sound positive for anything. You know what I'm saying? Except maybe, like, anxiety or confusion.
It didn't sound HIV positive.
It did not. It did not. Which is probably, that's probably good. That's probably good.
Except, what's not good? Being HIV positive.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's not ideal. That's for sure.
It's not the best situation.
No, it's not. However, should the Knicks be favored to come out of the East at this point? Like, do you think? Should we give respect to the Pistons, or should we really just say, like, we always thought it was going to be the Knicks. They're shaping up. I just they have more experience.
I don't like, even though they're young, they're young, but like in a veteran experienced way. They're not old.
Yeah.
I just don't respect teams. I think it comes up to bite them in the ass when you are just like, we're just kind of biding our time to the playoffs. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like the teams that are overachievers, that don't take the game off, which is what the Pistons are doing. It's what OKC's doing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the teams that are just like, we'll get in anyway. Once we get in, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Fair.
So, I don't like that about the Knicks. And I think if they keep playing that way, if they run into a team like, the Pistons in the playoffs, they're not going to take that game, those games lightly. Right.
Yeah, you're right. And I think the Pistons are hungrier, perhaps.
It's going to be a different level of focus that they're not ready for.
That's fair. And surprisingly, at number 3, we have the Raptors. Third in the East. They're playing really well, actually. Like, they are genuinely playing well. Yeah, unexpected, obviously. Like, I don't even think we had them at all. Or maybe I had them at, like, the play-in or something. But I did not expect them to be good.
I did not expect this.
I did not. No. What is their record right now? Let me check. They are 14-7. That's actually insane, because if they were in the West, they would be like number 6, but they're number 3 in the East because of course. Yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, I guess we'll see. I think this is another team that I'm interested to see them play some West teams that are a little bit better than these East teams, just because I don't know, maybe I'm just like biased because I'm so used to watching the West. But I just feel like it's easier to rack up wins in the East. You know what I mean? And
it should be.
Exactly. I would hope so. So I'm curious. Like, I think the Lakers play them like this week. Like
the Pistons?
The
Raptors?
The Raptors. I think they have like a back-to-back with the Celtics and the Raptors, or the 76ers. Those are the 3 that they play, which is like all good teams. So we'll see. But one of those is a back-to-back. And I think the Raptors is on one end. So we'll see. But Like, it's like, how do they look against the Lakers? How do they look against the Nuggets, against the Rockets? I don't know if they played OKC. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I actually have no idea.
They played against the San Antonio Spurs.
Did they
lost?
They lost? Okay, yeah. See, that's why. Like, I just kind of question, like...
Well, the Spurs would be the number 2 seed in the East.
Well, yes, the Lakers would maybe be the number 1 seed in the East. You know what I mean? So... it is what it is. They don't have a better record, I don't think, than the Pistons, but it's like the Pistons are in the East.
They'd be the number 2, but only because they'd be down half a game.
Yeah, and it's like, again, if they were playing the East teams, would they not maybe have more wins? You can say that about any of the West teams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you put any of the top 4 or 5 West teams in the East, they would have a chance to be the number one seed. Yeah, exactly. So... I think that that's just kind of my question about all of these East teams, that I'm just like, okay, but like, can you actually beat the West at the end of the day? We'll see. But that's my question about the Raptors. The Heat, the Hawks, the Magic, they're all kind of jockeying for that. I feel like the number 4 seed, I feel like that's going to be a thing the whole season. That's my take. I think all 3 of those are going to be kind of like going back and forth. It might partially be injury luck. Like what starts to happen. And the thing I've noticed about these East teams is like they sometimes start playing better when they have injuries, which is kind of interesting. Like the Knicks started to go on a little run without Brunson. I think that the Magic were without Paolo for a while and they were playing well. Like, yeah. Wasn't Trae Young also out? Like, hasn't he been out?
Yeah, he's been out.
Yeah, he's
Hawks
been out.
Hawks are doing pretty good.
Yeah, and like Jalen Johnson's been like popping off.
Well, I think every team's been surviving without their star.
Well, that's why. So it's just like, I wonder if that adjustment back to the star is going to be good or bad for these teams. Like, are they going to fumble a little bit getting used to that? Or is it going to be a smooth sailing? Like, I think we're going to have to see that. But I'm interested in all of those teams. The Cavs and the 76ers are sliding down the standings, though. Obviously, teams that we both thought were going to be high in the East. Right now, the 76ers are 9.
Not good.
They are 10-9. That's their record. And the Cavs are number 7 at 12-9. And again, like, when you really look at that, like, that would place them, like,
out of the playoffs.
Exactly. And so, we'll see. Like, I feel like the Cavs, I'm just kind of like, dude, it's not giving great. The 76ers, I don't know how they're going to look. Like, I mean, obviously, I still think that, it's still early in the season. And there's not, like, a ton of games separating these teams to the point where it's, like, bad. But it's not looking amazing either. Like, I think that the East, like, the 3 through 9 seed are only separated by 2 games.
Celtics are winning
East.
More too.
In the East, yeah. I mean, Jaylen Brown's looking good.
They started off really bad.
Derek White is looking good. Yeah, exactly. I think that they're kind of trying
7-3 the last 10 games.
I saw somebody say today that, like, if Jason Tatum came back, that they could literally make a run for the finals, like in the playoffs. And I was like, honestly, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. So,
And honestly, if they had kept that team together, they would have had the makeup to beat the Thunder.
Yeah.
They had kept it together.
I know. I've heard people talk about that like, that would have been so good of, like, the Thunder versus the Celtics. Like, that Celtics team, like, would have been, like, cinema.
Yeah, now hindsight, considering how much I just fucking can't stand SJ and the Thunder, I really wish it wasn't the Pacers that got out. I wish Tatum never got hurt. They pulled off to come back against the Knicks and then got to the finals. Because I think if they got to the finals to play that Thunder team, I think they would have swept them. I'm going to go swept. I think they would have swept them.
I don't know, though, because the way that they were
or at least one game.
The way that they were looking was not amazing. Compared to the way they should have, in theory, been looking.
I think they were playing too relaxed.
Yes.
I think they were overlooking the Knicks already.
They were too comfortable.
But I think if they got that far, they probably wouldn't be doing that anymore. And they'd probably be like, "Oh, we got to play our A game. Like, we're playing the Thunder."
That's fair. Yeah, so we'll see. And I also just want to throw out there, the Bucks are number 11 now. Free Giannis. Please free Giannis.
Trade him to San Antonio.
I saw Giannis, like, doing some interview, and he was just like, I don't think I've ever lost, like, 7 games. I can't even do his Greek accent. But he was like, I don't think I've ever lost 7 games in a row. And it's true. He's never lost that much. So it's like, dude, like, my God, this poor man, like, again, put him on the Knicks, number 2 seed, bro. They'd be the favorites for sure. That is a game changer. You know what I mean? If he stays in the East and he goes to one of those top East teams, like, forget it. I actually want that. I want Giannis to be free from Milwaukee. Yeah, I just feel like the Bucks are kind of cooked.
Either the Knicks or San Antonio.
Yeah, but I don't think that Giannis is going to want to go to the West. I don't think he's going to want that.
Put another star in the West.
Well, that's why I think that he's smart enough to know, like, why would I go compete with the other top 4 players in the freaking league are all in the West? Why would I want to go compete with them when I'm the only one in the East?
Well, because if he plays next to Wemby, what they would free up for each other in that game, that'd be a scary big man duo.
Yeah, it would. But still, I don't know. I'm just not. Like I said, it's not even.
It's not all his choice, though.
It's not. But I think
the Spurs could send a better future package, where the Knicks would send him a better now package.
Imagine he goes to OKC.
How dumb would oh, dude, I'd kill myself. Because you know damn well they would trade Chet.
Yeah, they would. They would, and they have a they would give them the Clippers pick.
If they traded Chet, they'd probably give them the Clippers pick. And then probably like
AJ
Caruso.
Mitchell, that new guy. Yeah. Or Dort or somebody. Because they have to get off those contracts. And I don't give Hartenstein.
Fuck.
Because they have to get off those contracts soon anyway.
Probably then probably.
I think it's Dort.
They can't get rid of both
Caruso
big men.
And Hartenstein that are soon on the block.
I think they would probably have to keep Hartenstein, but I think the future piece that they could entice him with is Chet.
Well, we'll see.
If they did that,
that'd be diabolical.
They would win the championship. Yeah,
that'd be
probably this year and next year. They'd probably win 3 in a row.
Yeah, they 3-peat.
Because
let's pray for our sanity that doesn't happen.
Hell no. I actually said that we were talking about it last year after the finals. I thought that they should have done that. I thought they should have traded Chet instead of giving him a long-term contract. Yeah. I was like, you have the ammo now to sell high on some of these guys. And go get Giannis and just solidify your place in history, winning more than likely at least the next 3.
I mean, one thing I'll give them is that Chet is like 10 years younger than Giannis, so there's that, I guess. But it's like Chet's the reality is, in 3 years' time, they're gonna have to get rid of
one of them.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, you could even say like they're gonna have to get rid of a couple pieces, and that's why they have all these picks. They're just gonna keep spawning players out of nowhere. But like they're gonna have to give someone away eventually, So we'll see. But okay, I wanted to kind of finish off by asking you one final question here. As of right now, as it stands, who are your top 5 title contenders?
So I gotta go. Obviously, OKC, the Thunder, Lakers, Nuggets, Rockets. And I'm going to go with just one from the East. I will go the New York Knicks. But I think they're the weakest among them. You have to go... If you're title contenders, one team has to make it from the East.
Yeah.
And the Pistons are technically better, but they're just really young. This is the Knicks' year to get there. But we'll see what happens. I feel like they're kind of doing the thing that the Nuggets are doing, or some of these other teams where they're just like, we'll play harder when we get there. And it's just like, no, play hard now, because what if you do get there and then you end up getting like the Rockets, who maybe become a dark horse, but because you were like, oh, we'll play harder when we get there instead of just playing hard, period.
Yeah.
You don't have home court advantage throughout the finals. Like, no, like, especially because you're in the East.
Exactly.
Play harder.
Yeah. I agree. And I actually have the exact same top 5. Right? You said Thunder, Lakers, Rockets, Nuggets, Knicks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the exact same top 5. And actually, I think that that's actually the top 5 betting percentages right now.
Yeah.
Those are like the top favorites. Because yeah, it's like you said, and like we were talking, like when we were talking about the East, I just cannot see most of these teams beating those top teams in the West. And so, yes, of course, only one team can come out of the West. Yeah. But, like, all of those, I think, could potentially upset each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you were to say, like, who's more likely to beat the Thunder, the Knicks, or any of those teams, I'm going to pick the West teams that are more likely to upset the Thunder than the Knicks. I just don't think that if it's the finals and it's the Thunder and the Knicks, that the Knicks have a chance. I just don't,
And I will say, I think as far as the East goes, I think the 76ers have more talent and name recognition, but they're falling because they can't stay healthy.
Yeah. And
Like Paul George just came
Yeah.
back. I wonder how long he's going to play. Joel Embiid's already not playing again.
And I actually think that kind of hurts them. Like, I almost wish that they would just, like, maybe they'll do
Trade
that
Joel
next
Embiid.
year. Yes. Like, just get off of one of those dudes and, like, let these young guys cook.
Or
like,
just Joel Embiid retire.
yes. Like, let them take over. Honestly, let the young core take over. Cut your losses and build, like, a fresh new dynasty, like, with these young guys. Because you have good pieces. Like, you just got to get rid of the freaking extra. Yeah, I agree. But we'll see. This is going to be an interesting month. I'm actually excited for this month. Obviously, we're going to see what happens with the NBA Cup. That's going to be interesting. I don't know who came out of the East. I don't even know who won the groups. the Cup groups. It's not on here. I don't have it. Maybe I can look it up real quick. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
I think it was the Heat, the Pistons,
Let's see.
the Magic, and the 76ers.
It was the Magic, the Heat, the Raptors, and the Knicks.
The Raptors and the Knicks. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the quarterfinals. OKC Suns, Lakers Spurs.
OKC, Lakers.
Magic Heat. That could go either way, to be honest.
Heat.
And Raptors Knicks. I think it'll be the Knicks.
Raptors.
Yeah? So who do you think's going to win it? I think that, like, okay, OKC Lakers, the Lakers are going to want their leg back after the last game. But you know what I will say, though? I'm a little worried, guys. I'm just putting this out there now. Luka's having a baby this month. He's going to miss maybe some game at some point. I don't know when, but I'm preparing.
You're like, I don't want that baby to be born during the knockout rounds.
Yes. I'm kind of like, maybe the baby will be born
suck
this
it in.
week. No, literally. Because
I mean,
it's gonna
probably
happen
OKC,
sometime
though.
I know. I mean, I know that's the more
Probably
likely.
OKC to win the fucking tournament.
I think you're right, but I hope they don't. I hope somebody else pulls through. I really do. But we'll see. So, that'll be something that we're going to be
If I had to pick
monitoring.
now, I'm going Heat, OKC.
Okay.
In the final of
Okay.
the NBA Cup.
Interesting. Well, we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens with the NBA Cup. We'll see what happens with all these teams. Maybe these, especially in the West, these rankings could be completely different next week. So we'll see. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about all these teams. Who are your top 5 title contenders? Do you agree with us? Do you agree with our takes about these teams? What do you guys think? There's some teams we didn't even talk about, like the Warriors and how they're like old.
Fuck Draymond.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there's some things we didn't even talk about, but that's just kind of the gist of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, let's get to the best part of the episode, and that is our MVP. That's right, guys. It is our version of MVP. It is the most valuable vibes. Who had the most valuable vibes this week, right? Who set the tone with the energy? Who brought the vibes? And it's not always the best player. It's just the player that had the best vibes. And I have kind of an unconventional pick this week, actually.
Is it Josh Giddey?
No, it's not Josh
Karl
Giddey.
Malone?
I did see that he's getting harassed on the sidelines, though. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They were calling him like a pedo.
And he has so many defenders that are like, she lied about her age. He didn't know. It's like, he knew her for a while. There's no way he just never knew how old she actually was.
I actually don't even know, like, all the tea, but I did hear that I heard a version of the story where I was like, okay, I mean, that does make me feel like a little bit, not like that it's okay, but it did make me feel like maybe it's being taken out of context a little bit. Because what I heard was that he met this girl in a club, at over 21 club. And that, that was kind of it. So I was like, I mean, to be fair, you're not going to assume that somebody...
From my understanding, though,
because he's young, too. That's the thing. It's not like he's, like, 30. He's
from
like
when I remember learning
something.
about it, is he dated her for 2 years and would go to her house.
See, I don't know any of that, so I actually don't want to,
knew her.
Spill the tea.
He knew her.
Okay, I mean, I
she could have lied at first. Like, I believe that. But eventually, I think he knew how old she actually was and didn't shut it down.
I thought it was funny, though, because they, like, ejected a fan for, like, harassing him on the sidelines. But no, it's not Josh Giddey. Actually, this is kind of, like I said, it's a random take. And I honestly didn't know how to pick. I was a little brain dead. I am choosing LeBron James for my MVP.
Ooh.
And you know why? Because he's not stealing the fucking spotlight. Because he's actually taking a backseat and doing what's best for the Lakers. And I appreciate that.
Marty's respecting that he's just shutting up and dribbling.
Yes. And just passing, dude. And taking the open 3. Like, he's low-key playing like a role player, but, like, Magic Johnson coded because he's still LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? And, like, racking up, like, 20 assists. But, like, not 20, but, like, 10. And so I actually appreciate that he's not trying to, like, steal the spotlight, that he's really letting Luka and Austin cook. And that it really shows me, like, you actually genuinely just care about winning. Like, you're not trying to, like... Because it's like he's not going to make All-NBA. Like, he's not going to hit the game requirements.
He's going to circumvent the cap.
I mean, he's already probably done that, let's be honest. I don't know. I'm honestly proud of him for that, at least for this week. And that's why he got my MVP. Do you have an MVP for this week?
Yeah. I mean, since you went with the home pick, I got to go with the home pick.
Okay.
Got to go with De'Aaron Fox. Number 2 in San Antonio.
That's a fair pick.
You've been holding it down.
Yeah, he has.
Boy's been putting on a show.
He's been playing well.
And I believe we're now 5-2 without Wemby.
Yeah. That's
which
good.
is better than I anticipated.
Yeah, really
and we
good.
beat the Nuggets in that stretch.
Yeah.
So that was pretty unbelievable. I get that they didn't have Aaron
the unhealthy
Gordon.
Nuggets, yeah.
But they didn't have Aaron Gordon and they didn't have Christian Brown.
But
we didn't have our
our
first and our third best player.
It was pretty even. Pretty even.
They didn't have their third and fourth best player.
Yeah.
So I think, if you ask me, we were missing a lot more. We were missing our Jokic.
I would agree that I still think that the Nuggets should have won that.
Yeah, they still should have.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think the Nuggets should have won that.
No Stephon Castle, no Wemby. Got the job done though.
Nice job.
And we won the horrible, terrifying Group C.
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't believe we got out of that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I can't
I
believe it
saw
either.
that going in, and I was like,
that was not on my.
that.
That was not on my bingo card.
And we only lost to the fucking Warriors because Steph had to go get a 50 ball.
I know.
And then he lost to everybody else in that stupid
and they're sucking
tournament.
Now. Yeah, but I mean, Steph had to have his moment. Let him have his moment. He's 37. Wemby's like 21. You
Retire.
know what I mean? Well, that's the thing.
Or join the Spurs.
Right. Oh yeah, no. Or send Wemby. Would you become a Warriors fan if they send Wemby away?
I would kill myself.
Oh, don't say that. It would be like the Mavs all over again, huh?
No, yeah, it would be like, what did we get? Draymond and a first round pick?
Draymond and Pods?
Dude, if it were Pods.
Or like Kuminga and Draymond.
Kuminga and Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
They don't have the ammo. We have the ammo to maybe go get Steph. They don't have the ammo to get our guy.
Well, I mean, it's a joke anyway. That would never happen. But I mean, that's what they said about Luka. So I don't know.
Spurs trade
for
Steph. Steph and Wemby pick and roll action.
I don't think Steph would ever leave Golden State. Unfortunately. As much as that would be interesting,
he would leave
think
Aisha before he'd leave Golden State.
Yeah, exactly. He's retiring a Warrior for sure. But that's a different conversation. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week with more takes and more updates and more fun and adventures and vibes. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe, okay? And if you're not watching on YouTube, you can be. We are on YouTube at First Team All Vibes. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify at First Team All Vibes. We're on Instagram, TikTok at First Team All Vibes. Look us up anywhere, First Team All Vibes. You'll find us, okay? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. You know the things. You guys are tech savvy at this point. Okay, it's 2025. We know what to do. You know what to do to support us. And it's free, so you should do it because it's nice. It's a nice thing to do. You guys will have the most valuable vibes if you like and comment. Okay, just know that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have a game to watch in like 10 minutes, so we're gonna
And I gotta eat and go to sleep.
That's right. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
There we go.